This hour of There It Is brought to you by Great Outdoors Play Systems, where dreams come true. With play sets, trampolines, basketball goals, and pool tables.
Good morning and welcome to There It Is with Deke Copenhaver. I'm your host, Deke Copenhaver. And this morning we will be talking urban farming and the healthy local food movement. And y'all, I wish you could see the studio right now. It is just... to say that people are enthusiastic about this would be an understatement. We've got a studio full of people. We've got kids. We need some dogs in here, I'm thinking. And so I'm just going to direct traffic today, but really no neighborhood is this movement more prevalent than in Harrisburg. And so I'm just going to go down the line starting here and let people introduce themselves and tell who you're with.
Well, good morning. I am Tasha Alison, and I'm with Icebox Ministries and Icebox Urban Farm.
Good morning. My name is LaDonna Doleman, and I am with Locally Grown.
Good morning. My name is Barney Williams. I'm with Locally Grown, and I own about 8 raised beds.
Good morning. My name is Henry Sanders, and I'm with everything.
So let's just, for a little bit of background for our listeners, and any one of you can answer this, or all of you can answer this. How did this movement really get started in Harrisburg and take hold like this?
Oh gosh, that's a great question.
I try.
Yeah, I think it just started with a small group of people. Augusta Locally Grown was a huge catalyst for this movement. And then people just began coming out of the woodwork. St. Luke and the Harrisburg Clinic and the Veggie Truck Market and then individuals. They just, we all kind of banded together and it's grown. It's snowballed, in fact.
And it's all sort of under the umbrella of GROW Harrisburg, correct?
Yes.
Well, we'll just keep going down the line.
Well, I got introduced to it through the Harrisburg Clinic. I was going through the Harrisburg Clinic to be seen, and at that time I was being diagnosed with diabetes. And so that's when the doctor that was there was like, hey, we're going to start this new program. It's a FedEx program through Harrisburg, where each month we come in and they would check our blood pressure and whatnot, and check our weight. And then we would get this prescription where we could go to the farmer's market every Tuesday and get fresh veggies and fruits. Mm-hmm. And so that's how I was introduced to it. And it was very different. At first, it was a little bit kind of taken off because you go out there to the park and you see all these farmers, you see all these fruits and veggies, and you're lost at first because you're like, I don't even know what kale is. I just thought it was just greens. So, but it was a very unique program, and then it also led it to the Icebox, mm-hmm. which the Icebox then taught us how to use the food mm-hmm. and the veggies that we were getting to make healthy dishes for our family. Mm-hmm. So it kind of just like went down from there. It started like something small, and then it just exploded to something big. And from the cooking demos, then before you know it, you're going home and you're looking at food totally different.
Mm-hmm. Ms. Bonnie?
Yes, and I started off, too, with the cleaning and everything. And then after they asked me that I want to be in the program, I told them, yes, I'll be in the program. And then, like I say, we would get our stipend and get our receipts and stuff and go to the Veggie Market. And with just so many different things out there that the veggies had that I loved to eat, and I couldn't hardly find them in the store. And then it wasn't no preserves or nothing. And I started going there, and then I met Tasha. She started the cooking class, and I got into the cooking class, and that was the best thing that happened, learning how to cook the food the right way and prepare things and eat healthier. So then I started introducing it to my family and stuff to help them eat healthy too. Then I met Kim, and then she would ask me about the raised I help them growing vegetables. And yeah, I love the vegetable garden too, because my mother always tried to have her little garden. And see, when we came up, we always know about gardening and stuff. So it's just like a habit, and I enjoyed it. And I enjoyed the cooking class, and I learned so much from the cooking classes. And I still be trying to get a little peep from them here and there and see what they got new going on, so I kind of ease on in there. But it's a wonderful program, and I love it, and it's helping the community, and I love my biz, what I got, and it's so beautiful, and I enjoy it. And then we will have the little dinners from time to time, and I had one in November, and it was so beautiful, and the neighborhood came out to see what was going on, and then I met different people. I met one girl in the program, and she asked me would I babysit her little girl, so I started babysitting her little girl, and I'm still keeping the girl from time to time, but it's bringing the community together.
Yes, ma'am.
That's the
GROW
key.
Harrisburg is bringing the community together. That's what I love about it.
Yes,
bringing
ma'am.
the community together. And I tell them they're welcome to whatever I grow in the garden. And if something particular they want in my garden, let me know, and I'll take them out there and show them how to pick it and prepare everything. And I just put some more seeds down, so I thank them for the seeds and stuff and everything. And everything is coming beautiful, and Harrisburg is coming together.
Is blossoming.
That's what I love, how we just come together.
Yes, ma'am.
And it's a wonderful thing.
Well, Henry, how did you get involved?
Actually, I was living across the street from Icebox Ministry, me and my kids and my wife, and I used to go out and push my lawnmower, you know, working for myself, trying to make money to buy my kids diapers and stuff. And I ran into Kim, and she used to talk to me every day, and I go over there and talk to her. She was like, well, I'm gonna make you a farmer.
And you're like, yeah, right.
Yeah. I say, okay. I say, I believe in you, but my belief was like downhill because a lot of people tell me they're gonna do something, they don't actually do it. So I used to go talk to her every day, and she actually did what she said she was gonna do. Now I know how to farm, which I already knew. She just didn't know it. And I do a lot of building and home improvements and stuff like that. And she found out that, then it came into me opening my own company this year, and a lot of things just been falling in place.
Well, we're talking urban farming and the healthy local food movement, and I want to share with you guys, prior to becoming mayor, and I've been out of office for 2 years now, but I ran the Central Savannah River Land Trust, and we handled the green space program for the city. So a big focus of mine was, green space and hopefully getting urban farming going in Augusta. But I remember at that point in time, I took that job in 2001. And when you tried to talk to local folks about green space and urban farming and everything, and you people glazed over and they really didn't get it. But I remember when I was in office, when the first, I believe, community garden was started in Harrisburg, and that getting media coverage, and people, the critics and the cynics going, oh, this is never going to work. This is never going to take off. So, Tasha, what you've seen now, but this is, to my mind, it's people taking ownership in their community, and it's been such a cool thing to watch. But from that early days, how many people do you have participating in this?
Oh, my goodness. I don't know that I could
put a number on it.
Yeah. Well, the GROW Harrisburg group is growing every day. In fact, we've talked with Hazel recently about working with her with the Land Trust and putting in some educational gardens. It continues to grow. I don't know how many organizations there are and individuals that are part of the GROW Harrisburg group now, probably close to 40. And as far as individuals are concerned, and you'll hear later from Kim about the 100 beds, they have like 200 plus raised beds in the homes of Harrisburg.
Wow.
So 200 plus gardens. Icebox Urban Farm is located on Fenwick Street. And I did want to just mention that we are, our goal is to make people, families, communities more sustainable and productive. And we do that through classes. So we teach people how to grow food, how to cook food, and how to preserve that food. One of the amazing things about this program that's been going on for a couple of years, the 100 beds, and people growing, like Miss Bonnie, growing food in her gardens, is that they're not quite sure what to do with the produce when there's an abundance in the summertime. So this year, we are rolling out the PUSH program at Icebox Urban Farm, which stands for Preserving the Urban Seasonal Harvest. And we're going to become a home preservation center for people. So we'll be canning and dehydrating, and we're going to have community freezer space so that that produce that they're growing isn't lost, so that they can open a jar of summer tomatoes in December and make tomato soup. So that's a huge, huge thing. So it's a wonderful problem to have, you know, and it's incredible that they're growing so much food in our community.
Well, it's important to my mind. We saw the announcement of the closing of the 15th Street Kroger this week. And so to have access to healthy eating options, in spite of the fact that that grocery store is closing, which I hope we'll get another one, but the work you guys are doing is that much more important due to the fact that that grocery store closing. LaDonna, what are your thoughts on that?
I know that grocery store has been there for years.
Yes. And I'll tell you a story about that. That's my favorite grocery store. I used to always, I was like, if I want to see what the people are thinking about the job I'm doing as mayor, I'm like, go by the 15th Street Kroger, and I'd go by to buy dog food or buy flowers for my wife, and I'm like, if people are cool with you at 15th Street Kroger, you're probably doing a decent job.
Yeah. If they're good with you there, then you're good. Because going in there is just like going inside the mall, literally.
Exactly.
You're not going to be excluded from nothing. You can see a lot of things.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah. But I don't know. I'm still shocked that they're closing that Kroger's. It's a disbelief. But I hope that they put something else there so that the community will stay up.
Yes,
we don't need any more abandoned buildings in Harrisburg. We're trying to brighten up Harrisburg. I used to live in Harrisburg way back in the day. I used to stay off Crawford Avenue. And back then when I lived in Harrisburg, it was really quiet. It was more older people then. I was a new couple, was newly married and whatnot. So we were probably like the youngest couple on the block. And Harrisburg was really quiet. Everybody knew about Harrisburg. They really didn't know about Harrisburg. But after a lot of the apartments and buildings and hospitals started buying over, MCG, university started buying over all these land and they started tearing down. Well, then Harrisburg then became a neighborhood where, oh my gosh, you ride through there and you might get scared. But saying that, Locally Grown has definitely been trying to turn Harrisburg back into what Harrisburg used to be, an historic area. Those are some beautiful houses.
Absolutely.
Awesome houses down there to live in. I lived in one of them, and it had so much room. The kitchen was big, and now you have a lot of rentals just coming in, and the neighborhood has changed. So Locally Grown, we're trying to take it back. We're trying to get everybody to interact with each other. And the farmers market is a great place to start at on Tuesdays, because then you see people at the farmers market and you see these farmers, and then before you know it, you get a group of them coming out. And it's like, gosh, what's going on over there? I see food and stuff. Nobody's going to run from food.
Nobody I know.
You got food somewhere. People are going to come. And so before you know it, the communities just start coming out, and they start coming inside. I work at Select Hospital. I'm the food service coordinator there at Select Hospital. And so I also spread it to my nurses and everybody, my colleagues, like, hey, the farmers market is every Tuesday. Y'all come down on y'all break. Come down and get some kale, some apples. We have people there that are selling fresh preserves and jams. Yes. We do food. We do cooking demos. Yes. And we're down there doing all kind of different things. And before you know it, the community is coming out. They're joining together. They're talking to each other. It's like kind of like breaking down walls that are kind of like were up in the community, with people not being able to trust each other.
Exactly.
And then you get people there, and then you have good food, good conversation. We have the grill going, or sometime I might be doing something, cooking demo. You have the farmers there that are letting you look at the fresh, locally grown stuff. They're telling you about the different things, and then it breaks down the boundary. And so that is like Locally Grown is trying to literally change with also St. Luke's Church. Are they trying to bring the community more in so that we can turn Harrisburg back into the historic Harrisburg like it used to be?
Well, I see that coming, but we've got to get to a break. We'll be back with more of There It Is on News Talk WGAC. Y'all come back.
Tax time. In the market for a new car, expecting a tax refund? Your taxes are back, and it's time to turn them into the car you've been waiting for. Save thousands and buy your next vehicle at Augusta Auto Auction. Pick from over 100 cars. Don't pay retail for your next used car. Buy like the dealers. Save money and find yourself a great deal. Gates open at 4. Sale starts at 6:30 every Thursday night at Augusta Auto Auction. Just off the Aiken-Augusta Highway in North Augusta behind Greg's Gas Plus. Visit AugustaAutoAuction.com for more details.
Futures and options trading involves financial risk and is not suitable for all investors.
Hi, I'm Larry Levin. Here at Trading Advantage, we taught thousands of people how to trade. One of the most powerful ways we teach people is in our online live signals rooms. I'm telling you this because I want you to try it for free today. This is where my expert coaches call out live trading signals in stocks, options, futures, and Forex. Just leave me a voicemail with your email address and I'll give you a password so you can check it out. Call 800-300-5711 and leave me your email address on my voicemail to get your password. Again, that's 800-300-5711.
It's Bob's Used Car Super Sale. 4 locations, 6 franchises, over 700 pre-owned cars and trucks to choose from. Bob Richards Toyota, Bob Richards Nissan, Bob Richards Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, and Nissan of Augusta. We're paying top dollar for all trades. And lenders available at every location to help with credit approvals and compete for your business with low finance rates. It's Bob's Used Car Super Sale. Check out Bob Richards Power Buys. Used 2016 Nissan Versys, just $10,980 at every location. $10,980. Used 2016 Toyota Corollas, $12,980. Used 2016 Rose, sale price at $16,980. And used 2016 Dodge Chargers, $16,980. Several to choose. Excludes tax, tag, title, registration, no dealer fee expires month after. It's Bob's Used Car Super Sale. Everything's drastically reduced. Even factory certified used cars still under warranty. But you've got to hurry if you want to buy it from Bob. Bob Richards Toyota, Bob Richards Nissan, Bob Richards Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, and the all-new Nissan of Augusta. Buy it from Bob.com.
News Talk WGAC is your home for breaking news. And if you're out and about and see news happening, call the WGAC News Tip Hotline at 706-396-7138. News Talk WGAC. Depend on it. Now we're back with more of There It Is with Deke Copenhaver on News Talk WGAC.
Welcome back, everybody. Reminding listeners that our phone lines are open at 706-863-5800. And we're having a party in the studio this morning talking about urban farming, healthy local food movement, and GROW Harrisburg and all that's being done in Harrisburg to really further this movement. And this is really, really cool. But we were talking about how it brings the community together. And I love, LaDonna, what you were saying about tearing down the walls of mistrust. When people are coming together around, buying fruits and vegetables and just being at the farmer's market. Bonnie, what does that mean to you just to get to know your neighbors in that setting?
It means so much to me to get to know my neighbors because we've been up there over 50 years. And we have seen a lot of things come and go. But with this program here, this is so beautiful. And I put up some of my greens. I got to show you my greens. I'm so proud of my
Oh, my goodness. To our listeners, I wish y'all could see your greens.
Yes. And when I started in the program, I had retired. And I was sitting around the house. I said, well, I need something to do other than just sit around the house. So after I got involved with the program, it have helped me so much. Get out and dig around in the garden and stuff and get to go up to every Tuesday. I'll make it my business to make sure, even if I wasn't buying nothing, go to the market and stuff and just look around at all the beautiful different things the farmers and stuff have up there. So I remember I was sick for a while, and I'm thankful for the program because I was sick and I was staying out to my daughter's house.
Yes, ma'am.
And I still not missed out on nothing. Kim would still bring me stuff out to the house. And I was sick, and she made me some soup and stuff and brought it out to the house. And it was, I don't know, it was on her birthday or a day before her birthday. Still thinking about me, and they let me know everything. Even when I was in the hospital, they came to the hospital and see me and stuff. And I thank them for all that. So the program is a good program to be in. And I walk with my stick. I dig a little bit, and I rest for a little while. I plant a little bit, and I rest for a while. I water a little bit, and I rest for a while. But what I like about it is how they're showing me to use nature water. I sit buckets around to catch the rain when it gets on rain, and I will use that water to water my flowers, my garden and stuff with. So it's so beautiful, and you see my greens and stuff. And I had some turnips, and I was out to my daughter's house. They were nice, beautiful turnips. And I went to check on them one day, and they was gone, and it hurt me so bad. I said, well, I didn't mind on having the turnips, but ask me, and I'll let you get all you want.
Yes, ma'am.
They got them up from the root. So now that I'm built me a fence around the garden and everything, I think I got about 8 or 9 beds. I'm not quite sure. I'll go back and count and check to see just how many beds I got. But it is coming up real beautiful and real good. And I love this program. And they never forget you.
Yes,
That's one thing about it. They always remember. You always could come there. What you got or ain't got, they will help you provide. And I like the cooking class. And like I say, Tasha, when she get to showing how to can stuff and stuff, I want to sneak in them classes.
Oh, you're there. You're not sneaking. You got a front row seat.
Like you say, I don't want to waste nothing.
Yes, ma'am.
And I'd rather for the people to have it than for it to be wasted. And I don't have much freezer room, so I'd be glad to use their freezer, what they have, to help put the stuff in. Because I was asking them about, like, my peas, my peppers and stuff, and my tomatoes. How could I reserve them? Because when I grow them, they grow so beautiful.
Yes, ma'am.
And I was asking them about the old time way, how they would string them up on the thing and hang them up. And they let me know they still do that, and then they give me different tips and stuff how to preserve my food. So I like that. Well, it's beautiful.
It is, and I will tell you, my dad grew up on a farm and loved to grow vegetables and everything, but he would always grow too much, but he just loved, and I love, people still do this for me. If they've got a vegetable garden, they'll bring you their surplus. And so, Henry, one of the things that I love about this, too, is you mentioned, it's there for everybody can participate, no matter their age, no matter anything, old, young.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about that, about how you've got kids.
Yeah.
Are they part of this as well?
Yeah, my 2-year-old, well, he was 1 at the time, and we was living across the street, and he loved fresh tomatoes, everything. And he would walk with me to the garden, and he'll pick it himself. And his grandma had fruit gardens in her backyard, which he'll go outside and he'll pick tomatoes, cucumbers, and everything off the bunch, and he'll eat it right then. And everything. So I'm like, wow, I don't even have to make him eat it, and he eating it already. So, and he still to this day, he'll walk with me to Icebox Ministry, and we'll because I built an urban farm outside that I look after, and he'll go out there with me, and he'll still pick and he'll eat. So it's a beautiful thing,
Absolutely. Well, it does bring the community together. And just for our listeners, though, Tasha, too, just tell them once again, the farmers market is on Tuesday, correct?
Yes, it hasn't started up again this year.
Okay.
It'll start in April? Yeah, April 11th. So.
And the farmers market is there for the entire community, so I would encourage listeners to come down and check it out.
And it's the only farmers market that doubles EBT. Which is a huge deal. That's awesome.
We've got to go to news at the bottom of the hour, but we'll be back with more of There It Is on News Talk WGAC. Y'all come back.